Our first UTT is our monster variant, which is the Ijeroc, a half CR monster. To build this interesting little monster, you're going to have to start with the origin of the Gray Ooze. Now, if you don't know, the Ijeroc is a creature of darkness and slime that takes over the body of a corpse or living creature and fights with it and uses it to walk around. It's very fascinating. So
Does that sound like a symbiote to you?
it's exactly what it sounds like.
I think those like gelatinous creatures from the Spawn series.
That's actually where I got the idea from first, but the symbiote thing kind of tied into it. Please don't sue me, Marvel. So first, for the Gray Ooze, you're going to get rid of 2 of the core features, the corroded metal and the pseudopod. We don't want that. It's trash. Next, we're going to give it a Tentacle Attack. This Tentacle Attack is going to have a 30-foot reach, and it's going to grapple and restrain targets. I know Brandon's disgusting cartoon porn things. So that's going to be the first feature we're going to give it. And then we're going to give it Body Thief, which is very akin to what the Ghosts or the Intellect Devourer has. And then we're going to give it a reaction Fling. So in this creature, it not only does it have access to the power of the creature.
Is Fling like Magic the Gathering's Fling?
No.
I've never heard Fling before.
Most tentacle creatures, big ones, have Fling where they grab a hold of something and chuck it and can smash it into targets. Now, if you're looking for the full stats of this, you can find it on our blog at critacademy.com/blog for episode of Designing a Fictional Alphabet, or you can become a patron and get access to not only the stat block, but all the lore, the beautiful artwork, the professional layout for this monster, and all the other ones. Yes. So we got a really interesting creature here, you guys. This creature not only can attack and take control of your characters, but it can take care of the corpses of the monsters that they're fighting. So they can basically create waves just by changing from one to another as they get to 0 hit points. Oh, and did I mention they still have some of their other features as oozes, so they can slip away through like a small inch crack, which is very terribly inconvenient.
That's the thing. It's ridiculous that they got the Body Thief thing and they can grapple with their tentacle.
Yes.
They just grab somebody and goes, "Come here."
Yeah. So, and that's kind of what I was going for. The artwork that we have for this is gorgeous. It's got a person looks like they're possessed, and the ooze tentacles are just flailing about. So not only are they using this person's body as a meat shield, but they're grabbing onto people and tossing them and throwing them across the battlefield, making it very dynamic. What is that? How does that sound like to you guys? What is that? Does that sound like a good fight?
Sounds like a land squid.
Yes. Yes. Land squid. What do you think, Ian?
Well, something that can hijack corpses and use it as a meat suit sounds pretty awesome.
What are some interesting ways you guys would use this?
Hey, you know all those MCU kill going into the dungeon?
Oh my god, that's amazing.
You could make it a lot harder too, because it's a CR 1/4.
1/2.
Half.
Oh, half. It's CR half? Yeah, I'm looking at them blind. It's a CR half, which means it should be pretty easy for the players, but I think if it snatches a body, it should use that stat block until its HP gets down to 0, and then it has to leave.
That's exactly what the Body Thief does.
That's terrifying.
So they're weaker monsters that can become stronger. And as Ian just pointed out, the idea that there's one of these things creeping around, picking up the corpses of the monsters that they've already slain. How cool would that be? That's devilish, I think.
How many tentacles does it have? Can it do just the 1 grapple?
Yeah, there's details in there that basically says it can't hold more than 2.
Okay. So it can hold 2.
Well, yeah, just like grapple. Choke somebody. 1 with each hand.
The hand or tentacles?
Well, they're tentacles. But yes, I use the 2 because
So
most creatures can do that, right?
Technically, the players would be fighting 3 creatures if it didn't use the fling.
What do you mean?
If it's inside a body and it's holding 2 more, and that body falls, they could use the other body immediately.
That's interesting. I hadn't thought about that.
I broke his monster already.
No, you didn't break it. Just not something I had really thought of. Because the creature itself that it takes control of is either dead or loses control of their own body and does what it wants anyway.
Well, I was saying they're grappling corpses, not people.
Yeah, I kind of envisioned that the arm would go out. You guys seen Venom, right? Where he like his arm reaches out, but so does the tentacles, and then reaches out and then grabs somebody. So I think it would still be along some
I'm
lines of
missing
it.
out. I need to see that movie.
But the fact that it can fling is amazing because then you might be on the first floor, nobody's going up in the second. Just throw them up there. That's fine. Chuck them up there, crashing through the gate and stuff. So
And Watsy, could you like rename Fling to Yeet? That'd be great.
Yeet. All right, that'll do it for our monster. The you have to scroll up. I forgot.
Ijeroc or
Ijeroc.
Ijeroc.
The Ijeroc.
Ijeroc.
Okay.